Hi guys, it's Lady Lauren Explorer, and today I'm going to be talking about my goals for 2022, while also talking about what I accomplished in 2021. So let's go. So, first of all, I started my booktube channel around like the last couple of weeks of August. And so I wanted to do something big and like I challenged myself by reading 100 books by December. And it was literally August. So I did. And currently I'm at 109. So I think I did very well in my challenge to myself. So I think this year I want to see if I can hit 100 again and maybe do 150 since I did 100 in 5 months. So 150 in a year's time. I I know that like if I do like maybe a book a week, then that would be good for me. Sometimes I do 2 or 3 books a week, depending on how long they are. Another time, but it just gives me the absolute end all for like, yes, I need to read 150 books, or yeah, 150 books for this year to get to have a end goal for like, yes, I set a hard goal and that's it. I have to set a hard goal, so got that. Next is I want to do more read-alongs because some of those were fun. Like my Chestnut Man, that was fun. And I think when I do like the read-alongs, like for the Death by Chocolate series, I think that would be a great series read-along, even though I think I should do a whole dedicated video for each book, just like me reading it and doing a vlog for it. So I think I'm gonna start doing that for like series that are kind of short and all that. My next thing is I want to get Achillean books and highlight some Achillean books that actually have plot in them and not just a whole bunch of like it's just porn, no plots. Uh I want to showcase some really great Achillean books that aren't getting represented enough, aren't being talked about enough. So I wanted to do that while also still like being true to like what I like also like doing is just reading books. But I want to talk about more Achillean books. So that would be good. I also want to technically like I don't I'm a mood reader now, and I learned from like my November TBR that if I don't want to read those books, I won't make myself read them. So I think what I'll do is for my TBRs, I literally will know what I'm reading for a couple of weeks, and I'll just put those books out. And for my wrap ups, I'll know I have more books because I've done a mood reading. binge. So I'm not gonna have like a lot of planned TBRs with like set books, but I am still gonna have a TBR. It's just not gonna be a big TBR. Like this year, I wanted to do the buzzword challenge, and that's where every month has a like buzzwords, and you choose books based on that. And I think that would be good for me. It'll get me going because I think most of the books that I want to read will have like the buzzword in it. So I can probably do that. I also want to focus on not buying a lot of books. I know I'm gonna have like all my book boxes, and I know I really am gonna have like some new releases that I really want, but I really want to get my bookshelves down a little bit, and so I can make more room for books that I know I want to read and I now know fit the my comfort zone of I will read these. It's just gonna take some time. Because I've been buying books that I've seen on like book recommendations, or I've seen other booktubers like or talk about. And I'm like, okay, well, I might like this book, and so I just buy it. And I'm learning that some of these, even though they seem nice at the time, they're not like really my speed. So I should buy books that make me want to read them instead of just buying books that I might read because of a certain booktuber liking it and all that. I now know what kind of books that I know I would like to read, so I want to buy more of those. But before I do that, I do want to at least give the books I have on my bookshelf a chance and actually read them. So focus more on that. I have so many anticipated books that I'm like, yes, that sounds so nice. Let me do it. I just want to read it. So I cannot wait to read these and have them come out, and it's gonna be so good. Another thing is I'm learning that like sometimes my audio with my music isn't at the correct volume. So I think I'm not gonna have music in the beginning, maybe towards the end, because and not throughout the whole entire video, because I've noticed, and I know you guys have noticed, that like sometimes my music will just like pop up and be super loud and you can't understand me. So I'm working on that. I'm seeing it. So I will probably not be putting music in anywhere until the end. And I also want to know, I also like want to do a schedule instead of just like making a whole bunch of videos and then like just setting them up. I think I want to set schedule of when I put out my videos. And I think a Tuesday and Thursday will be good enough for me because I will be starting my internship this semester, and then I'm still in school. So I'm going to have a lot on my plate, especially with the internship. And I still want to make content. I think Tuesdays and Thursdays would be a great time, and it won't be as hectic as like a Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays were, or just doing things throughout the week and then skipping and then having 2 weeks where I don't post anything. Another thing is I want to create more content that doesn't have me reviewing books. And now that I've gotten into what I like and what I don't like, I can actually make content about them and not have just book reviews. So I can actually just talk to you guys about some of the things that I like about certain tropes in certain books, and I can deep dive into them and why I really like them, or why I kind of dislike the trope because of whatever. So I think I want to create more content like that. So it doesn't always have to be me reviewing a book. I also want to read more books that are kind of outside of my comfort zone, because I even know the furry genre, I had never even thought there would be books about that, but there are. And I didn't think I would like it. I just did it on whim, and because there was a prompt that had me read something outside of my comfort zone. And I felt like I actually like it. The genre is just, it's just not humans. So if I can read about a human and a monster being in love, why can't I read about a furry and another furry being in love? It's all love. So I think I want to read more stuff that's kind of outside my comfort zone to see if I like it and see if I can I'm into, I can get into that and finally get into like a subgenre and be like, oh yeah, well I can read more of this. So yes, let's get it. I know that for me, I've been buying a whole bunch of special edition books just so I can have them. And it's like most of the time, like it's because I have the FOMO effect. But now that I'm a part of the book subscription boxes that have majority of special editions that I would want to pay for, I don't think I'm going to be buying a lot of special editions unless I really like that genre or the author. Like TJ Klune, I realized because of like Wolf Song, and well, actually mainly because of Wolf Song, that got me into TJ Klune. It made me want to read his other series. And so then I got The Bear, the Otter, Bear, Otter, and the Kid. And I actually like that series. So now that I realize that TJ Klune is an author that I would buy every book that has a Killian in it, though. So I would buy special editions of his books. Unless like it's someone I really like, or it's a genre, like it's like a Killian special edition book, I'm probably not going to buy it. And that's like, I'm really trying to like cut myself off with that one because the special editions kicked my butt last month and the month before. So I have a whole like 3 rolls of special edition books that I haven't read, and I've only read one, and that's These Hollow Vows. That's the only special edition book I've read, and I did not like it. So I shouldn't have bought it. And I kind of got that I didn't like it when I read the synopsis, but because of special edition, I wanted it. And look where it got me, with a book I don't like. But I gave it away, so it's out of my hands. And another thing is I need to actually again read what's on my bookshelf so I can give them away, because I have a huge box of books that I've read and books that I was like, you know what, I bought this because it sounded good at that time, But now that I'm reading the synopsis or I'm reading the first couple of pages, I don't like this book. So then I put it in the box and I'm giving it away. I'm actually I put them the books that I give away or that I've read and don't want to keep on a Pango bookstore. I have the link down below, and I keep them up unless they're special editions. I keep them up for about a month, and then if within that month they don't sell, I then take them off, and then I will then give them to my recycle store, in my thrift store. And if they don't take it, I give them to the free libraries. So there's that. Another goal I want is by the end of next year, I want to try to get 200 subscribers. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I at least want to try to get 200 subscribers, 50 at a minimum. So that's a goal. And last but not least, I think I want to start reading sprints, like live reading sprints. And even if it's no one but me doing the reading sprint and I'm just filming myself read, I think that will help me read better. So I think reading sprints, I need to start doing those. um I think that's it for my goals right now. If I think of more, I probably will put them in the video that I'm doing or something. But for now, those are the goals I really want to work on and accomplish for next year. I know that I'm new to this. I know I don't have that big of a following, but I do like just talking about books that I've read, and I've noticed that like I don't have like a book friend to talk to, and that's partially why I made my book channel, because most of the people that are my friends don't like reading books or don't like reading the books that I like reading. So I wanted to just like vent about some of the books that I liked or didn't like or why I didn't like it. So I this is very therapeutic to me, and I'll continue it because even though I don't have people engaging with me, I hope that in the future that someone who is looking for this book or has read the book and just wants to see what someone else figured says, I hope they find my video and will engage with it or just use it as like, okay, well that book seems nice. So if Lauren liked it, then maybe I'll like it too. So that's what my mind frame is. I'm like, okay, like even though I'm not getting engagement right now, maybe in the future I will. And if I don't, if just one person or two people needed that book recommendation or book review, then maybe then it just makes me feel better. So kudos to you guys. So that is it. That's all I really like my book goals for next year will be. I hope you guys had a wonderful time with me. I hope to see you guys in my next video, and I hope you have a happy holiday. It's Lady Lauren Explorer, and I'll see you next time. Bye!